It's going. Cancel that. Make sure this Wi-Fi. We good to go. Boom. Welcome to another episode of Let's Chop It Up with Ron C. The part one of the Holistic Wellness Edition. My guests today are Ebony and Natasha. I will have them introduce themselves.
Hello, I am Ebony Laster, licensed massage therapist of 8 years and yoga instructor of 2 years. I really have a passion for informing the community about self-care practices and things that they can do daily on just fighting the effects of stress and old age.
Absolutely. Hey everybody, I'm Natasha Andrews. I'm the owner of Naturally You Cosmetics. I create all natural skincare products for the spiritual girly. And just like Ebony, I'm just as passionate about holistic wealth and just helping people, assisting people on their journey to good skincare, good spiritual practice, and things of that nature.
That's what's up. Thank you, ladies, for being here today. I'm so excited about this show. I was gonna go live and do some yoga, cause you do the yoga. But I was like, I want y'all to stay pretty. I want to be all sweaty and all on the floor and everything. Then I got to hire a camera person too as well. So, but we're gonna talk about the benefits of yoga sometime during this show. But let's get right into the interview. What exactly? Well, let me get into this first of all. The definition of holistic wellness. Let me see. Let me get into the my paperwork here. Boom. My paperwork. The definition of holistic wellness. Boom. Where am I? Where we at? Boom. Okay. Basically, holistic wellness means the connection between the mind, body, and spirit impacting your overall health. So when we talk about mind, body, spirit, stress levels play a part, your diet plays a part. Let's talk about the facets of holistic wellness that you guys encompass in. So you're more of you're a yoga instructor. And
so you mind, body, spirit.
Mind, body, spirit.
Yoga means to unite, connect, yoke, one. Bringing that together. So, for your body, it does many things. On the energetic level, spiritual level, it does as well. Mentally, as far as anxiety, depression, things like that. Diet definitely plays a part, but it can really help alleviate ailments, different physical ailments that we have, again, from stress, high cortisol levels. And as we get older, the body, you use it. So you just need to tune it up like a car.
Right. Stay active.
So, you got to give it the right gas. Back to nutrition is always that, but releasing the negativity. So through breath work in yoga, that's a big mental part of it. Breath work is
people don't realize the level of stress and what stress causes.
And it still helps the physical as far as your digestion. And again, the gut. We could be here all day.
But, most people that dive into holistic wellness and health and stuff like that, they're pretty much vegans. They don't eat meat. They eat meat scarcely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's talk about that portion of it. So why are we trained to kill ourselves with our diets?
Cycles passed down. Is we in trying to educate ourselves. That's the part, like I say, informing it. I try to learn as much so I could tell the community because, we don't, and it's a lot of things we don't know. Like, that's what delved me to become a yoga instructor, because I started finding things out, how yoga, back to the breath work, mentally, the mind, the body, I got to get to the physical. You feel so much better, and again, you move your energy when you do yoga, so you release so many things that are pent up. Got to talk about chakras. They're all over our body. They're major.
Let's talk about chakras. So what are chakras exactly? Let's energy, to the people that don't know.
Sensors, yeah.
Energy sensors.
And they're supposed to move, and sometimes they get blocked and stagnant, and that's where I believe disease comes from mucus in the body. So I am certified in lymphatic drainage too. So inflammation in the body, back to the gut, back to nutrition. We'll keep going around, around. But definitely, you. So that's how yoga, just on those surfaces, body, mind, spirit, it helps. It moves your energy. It clears your mind. It helps your law of attraction. You connect with the universe, with your higher self.
Yes. Right.
Yes, yoga.
Okay, yes. Natasha, what's your take on that, Natasha?
So my take on holistic wellness definitely falls into what she was talking about. It's the body work, but it's also the spiritual work. It's also watching, who you talk to, who you hang around, the things that you consume, the things that you put on your body. So pretty much Naturally You Cosmetics, like my skincare brand, was put into place to help people to slow down and love on their bodies, right? Especially for men. That's why I came out with the men's products.
Okay.
A lot of people will take a shower and just, slap on their things and go. But the whole point is to kind of slow down and love on yourself. It's a self-care practice. It's a daily spiritual practice, pouring into yourself.
Right.
So holistic wellness to me just pretty much means everything: the mental, the physical, the emotional, the financial as well.
Right.
Because a lot of people, when you are going through financial hardships, you don't really take care of yourself because you're so much focused on just the grinding.
Part,
so
exactly,
you're grinding more. You're not getting a lot of sleep. You're not eating healthy. And you just slapping on, traditional store products and things of that nature. So it goes back to, like I said, with what Ebony was saying. It's really like a whole thing. That's why it's called holistic wellness.
Exactly.
So as far as the vegan aspect, a lot of people will go vegan thinking that is the way. And it is. It's a great way. But really, you have to eat to your liking. I know a lot of healthy people who eat meat.
Right.
They may not consume it a lot, but I know a lot of absolutely.
I believe you can counterbalance it with moderation. I believe you can counterbalance it with moderation. Yeah, like you have people who eat pork and ramen, but they may go and meditate like outside in nature. Like they still you take care of yourself. Our veganism, it doesn't just make you. They still, you know what I mean? Like
still have an ugly heart.
Yes.
Right. Well, like you said, it's holistic. So when you say the nutrition, that's one part of it.
Absolutely.
And but if I would say if you're trying to be a better person and trying to be because like your body is it's a machine. It's a machine, and it's a finely tuned machine if you use it right. You know what I'm saying? If you keep it in shape and then you put the right fuel in there, like you say. I think we've been taught as an American culture to, like I said, we kill ourselves with our diet because they teach us that meat should be part of our diet.
Yeah.
And
it really shouldn't.
It really shouldn't. And that's what I'm saying. It's a programming because the strongest animals on the planet don't even eat meat.
Yep.
The biggest, strongest, most dominant animals on like the gorilla, the elephant, certain monstrous animals don't even consume meat, but they teach us that. And then let me give y'all the backstory. When I first came home from penitentiary, of course, I was like 250. I think I came home. I was 248, 246 when I first came home. Upon eating processed foods for those, I wanted to eat some steaks and some hamburgers because I hadn't had them in years. I was locked up all the time. Then I got to like 254, right? Went to the doctor, like, damn, I was borderline diabetic. I was borderline this, borderline that, high cholesterol, boom. Fast forward 6 months when I went back to my original diet before I got locked up. No meat, fruits, vegetables. I'm down to like 205 in 6 months. They say, Dad, what'd you do? Like, I stopped eating meat. They said, wow, well, I guess keep doing what you're doing. Absolutely. But they were so ready to put me just on medications and stuff like that. They didn't even, they know what the cure is, but they don't tell you. So when I talk about the holistic wellness part of it, to bring this all around full circle, holistic wellness, what I've read doing my research, focuses more on the cure than just treatment. Absolutely. Western medicine focuses on treatment because there's money in treatment. So let's ask the question, when is our civilization going to catch up? Because holistic wellness practices have been in America since our ancestors came over here. They were called, and they were demonized, and they were called witch doctors and stuff like that. Absolutely. They use some of the aspects, because some of the doula aspects, which comes back to your breathing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those are like, yoga,
And
breathing,
giving birth.
That's what I'm saying. Part of giving birth and to ease the mind. It's like because people don't realize that you have to go to a different place. Back then, it wasn't epidurals. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody got the option to take an epidural. Now it's like, back then it was, oh, you better breathe, girl.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, hold your hand and breathe and squeeze it. Come on, let's get through this. So, but let's talk about how when is our civilization really going to catch up with Western medicine? I mean, because Western medicine, like I said, it focuses on the treatment, not the cure. And that's why they try and demonize or villainize holistic medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because it's more, it doesn't cost as much as they charge, HMO type stuff.
Yes.
So let's talk about that part of the game.
I am ready to. I slowly see it as I see a lot of more people coming to me for lymphatic drainage to heal things naturally. But I feel like we have to just inform, keep spreading it. That's why I was just so happy that you wanted to do this. Like, really to just put that out of there, because that's what made me become a massage therapist. The unnecessary surgeries, the unnecessary medicine, as far as just treating it, like, I really hate it. Like, so I am also glad to see people waking up and trying to be more conscious about what they're eating.
Right.
Because again, I believe that's where disease comes from, and I believe that is a way to treat it. Different herbs, a lot of just daily practices as far as stretching, how I talked about the breath work. Even if you can't even physically move, if you can just breathe and move your lungs and move your belly, that will help, like, really us just taking care of ourselves. Back to the self-care, the holistic. That is what's going to take us away from this Western. It's horrible. I really hate it.
Westernized medicine.
Westernized medicine.
Westernized
Well,
medicine.
like I said, how you take on that, Natasha?
Well, your question was,
As far as with Western medicine only focusing on the treatments.
the treatments.
I guess the question really I'm asking is because I don't think America is ever going to give up that power of going to holistic medicine, because they give up the power of the dollar at that point.
Yeah.
But so let's have your take on just on the I guess the monetized part of sickness,
Okay.
as opposed to holistic wellness is, I ain't gonna say it's free, but it's a cheaper route, a more effective route.
A less expensive route.
I can say,
Yeah, because it's not cheap. Holistic wellness is not cheap because you're investing your time and your energy. So it's definitely not cheap. But as far as westernized medicine, yeah, they're all in it to gain a dollar. And that's why they stronghold, especially our elderly people. Oh my God, they believe in their medicine. They believe in going to their doctor's appointments and things of that nature. But absolutely, my grandma was one. May she rest in peace. But the rise of people wanting to go into holistic healing comes from all of the medical apartheid in the industry, especially against people that look like me and you. I hear stories about that every day. But people really just, they want to feel better and they want to do better. And just on a conscious level and a spiritual level, it is an awakening happening.
Yes.
A lot more people are awakening to their inner strength and their inner power. Yeah. So it's happening. A lot of people are not going to the doctor unless you are literally, your arm is hanging. You know what I mean? They're getting back to the herbs. I know for me, I'm into the herbs heavy. So I'll go ahead in the kitchen and mix me up something real quick for a tea. Like I try not to give my kids medicine unless they are just really in pain. So when you say they don't want to let the power go, it's not up to them. We've given them our power. The things that's happening now is we're taking our power back by turning to people like her, by turning to people like me, things of that nature. So whether they are ready for it or not, I'm sure they're still making billions of dollars, but I'm sure they can see the change because a lot of people just not on that no more. They do want to be naturally healed. They do want to be naturally cured. And on top of that, a lot of people, third eyes are opening. You know what I mean? So they're just like, they're waking up and they're like, okay. Most definitely.
I'm happy about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we just you got the Dr. Yakis.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a few people that I follow on IG, the Instagrams. You got a lot of black women owning farmland now. You got a lot of black women who are farming. You got a lot of black women who are dualas. You got a lot of black women who are like natural healers. Like you said, they used to shun people like us, calling us witches.
So they can monetize.
Most definitely. But it's so funny because if you see what they do in their homes. They're doing what we naturally do, and they're giving us the medicine. They don't take medicine. They go to shamans. They go to healers. They're taking trips to South America. They're going to these places where they can get real fruits, and then they give us all of the bullshit. Yeah.
Listen, for the novice person, for somebody just tuning in right now, and somebody who look back on that, so I use my grandfather as an example.
Okay.
Great physical health, come from the country. He ate what they fed him and stuff like that. But his diet played a part in his Alzheimer's, I believe, and
The sugar.
I believe he died because the sugar diabetes. So get the sugar back in that.
But Alzheimer's is from sugar too. Dementia is from sugar.
Well, sugar is see, we'll talk about that. Sugar, meats, those are poisons.
Yes.
To us. My aunt, she made it when she was in town a few weeks ago. She made a point to me. She said, I was going to get a cup of coffee. She said, well, don't put no sugar in that. She said, they ain't never poison. I'm like, we got to talk about it. Yeah. Sugar is one of the highest cancer causing things in the world. But we so addicted to the mess. You know what I'm saying? But to bring my conversation back full circle, when I talk about old black men back in the day and great physical shape, work out from jobs and stuff like that. Look good, but die early because of levels of stress. That's why I think the importance, the mental health aspect of it now, because black men never concentrate on mental health. That's a sign of weakness in the black community. We have to get away from that stigma. Because there's a lot of black men that are physically in shape, but are inside stressing the fuck out and are dying. Having these, because heart attacks and stress is a silent killer. Because it causes heart attacks, strokes, and different ailments that people don't even realize that. So I really got off here with the question.
That's what it is. Sugar.
Holistic is so much.
Yeah, so
Sugar, stress, and salt. The sodium, like the 3 acids.
So
that will
sugar, stress, and salt. The 3 acids, drugs.
That will do it because the sodium we do that. So it's our high blood pressure and diabetes. You know that, and then stress. If I say stress and effects of old age, it really will deteriorate the body. And I wanted to add on too when you were talking about before you start talking about your uncle. Just when I found out that in other countries they like some things that they put in our food they don't even allow in those other places, and it really like I thought I was being conscious already, but then I really tuned in like exactly what am I eating, like start reading ingredients and everything, like everything is pretty much. I started just cooking so much. I stopped eating as out like the places I normally. I was like, it's really.
Well, it's real powerful because diets and stuff like that. Like I said, America, they've been taught us how to eat. They put how you gonna put poison in our diet? How you gonna put dairy in our diet? Dairy products that's not even for us.
Soy.
Come on.
Do you know it's cleaning products and frozen vegetables?
Get the heck out of here.
Most definitely.
Sit on the mic now. Sit on the mic. What would you say?
It's cleaning products inside of frozen vegetables.
I didn't. So
Is
that like a
things that they put in like bleach? Things that they you gotta research the on frozen vegetables. It's to keep it preserve it. Yeah.
Well, a lot of additives and preservatives. Even to the point like when people say, man, okay, well, I don't eat meat. I'm gonna eat the impossible meat. Well, what the hell is that?
It's grown in a lab.
Impossible. It's impossible to taste that good and not be bad for you.
Absolutely. Because America is not. It's not to heal you. It is not to heal. It's an agenda.
Yes.
It is an agenda.
Yes.
It is an agenda to purposely kill you slowly, work you to death, and then kill you slowly.
It's for the population control, I think.
Absolutely. By 2030, they want us cut down half.
Yeah.
So right now, it is a spiritual warfare. If you are not locked into some type of spiritual practice, some type of, I don't even want to say too much religious practice, but no shade to anyone who is religious. But if you're just not locked into your higher self, you will die quicker from the mind than you will your diet. It was a woman that I shared on my IG. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it was a girl who, she owned a restaurant company, booming. Okay. She posted on her Facebook page and she was saying that she was tired. Like, she was like, I'm gonna take the next 3 days off because I'm tired. Why did she go to sleep and never wake up? Yeah, I shared it on my story on Instagram. Yeah, it was so sad. So many black women are dying from not resting. Rest will kill you. Stress and not getting enough rest will kill you way faster than your diet would. I can guarantee it.
Right. we don't take care of ourselves enough. We really don't. I mean, and we get caught into the cycle of spending. It's almost like a hamster wheel.
It is.
You know,
it's a loop.
It's a loop.
We looping.
You can never catch your tail.
We looping.
For real. You know, so I always wonder why people were so like I was younger, and people want to get off the grid. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this crazy, strange ass?
Now you understand.
Oh my God.
Now you
There's
understand.
A level of stress of just being in the regular workforce, in the work world. You have to, first of all, I know we have to live within society, so you have to have some kind of level of financial independence.
Absolutely.
In order to achieve, a certain level of non-stress in your life.
Absolutely. That's crazy. Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
You know, so you have to play the game within the game.
You have to. You have to. And that's so funny you say that, because the other day, I swear, I got a letter from Progressive about my insurance going up, right? It was like $186. And they wanted to shoot it up to $266. Okay. And I just could not understand why. And it was going to what you said about playing the game. And I'm at home like, I refuse. I don't want to play no more. Like, this is not okay. Because the thing is, they want to stress you out to a certain level. What do people do when they're stressed? You eat more.
Yes.
You find outlets. You go out more. You may drink more. You may sleep with more people. They know exactly what they're doing.
So, and you just said a whole bunch of shit at one time. Going out drinking, you're destroying your body, and going out around other people, you're fucking with your energy.
Facts. You just constantly just giving energy out.
Passing out. Oh my God, destroying yourself over there. So let's talk about this. This is a holistic wellness show.
Absolutely.
The spiritual part of the energy part. Let's talk about protecting our energy. You know, what do you guys do to protect your energy?
Whew. First of all, upon rising, I don't just step into the world. Like, certain phone calls I don't take in the morning. Certain people I just don't talk to. Protecting your energy is pretty much just watching the people that you hang around, the places that you go, the music that you listen to, the things that you just subconsciously don't even realize you're doing. So protecting your energy just looks like cutting things off that are just not in alignment with your higher self. If it's not making you better and pouring into you on a positive level, you don't need it. You don't need it. People can actually drain you too. People are drainers. They're vampiring off your energy. I know when you are a natural healer or a natural nurturer, people are attracted to your light because of that. So they look at you like, oh, I want to hang around this person because they make me feel good. But you're not even realizing they're actually draining your energy. So you just want to get people that are going to match you on that level. You want to get people who are also working on themselves. People gotta work on themselves. They don't want to work on themselves. They can go out and get dressed. They can go get their nails done. They can buy some new shoes, but their insides is fucked. And I mean from a spiritual aspect. Like, they have no empathy, no sympathy, no level of self-mastery or self-awareness. So
you saying a whole bunch of stuff, and that's some real shit. Because what they do is, and we do it to our kids. We're really training them by giving them no video games. We desensitize our kids to a lot of things that, like my son, if he saw somebody getting killed right now, as opposed to when I was his age, it's not going to affect him how it would affect me. No. It's going to fuck me up. Like, what the hell? But him, they see this so much.
See it so much.
They like, man, okay. Like, it's damn like Cameron. Niggas die every day, B.
I'm glad you brought that up as far as seeing deaths and murders. Yeah. I think the thing too is you do have to protect yourself to a certain level, right? So you have to it's polarity. You kind of have to be in it but not in it. Like, okay, I read the stories. I know it's wars going on. I know they just got shot X, Y, and Z. But you cannot engulf yourself in it, because the thing is they're constantly doing the things that they're doing to disturb you, to have it on your mind. And the thing is, you're going to attract what you're constantly thinking about. So if you're worried about a war coming to your doorstep, keep vibrating on that level. A war is going to end up at your doorstep. Right. So to a certain degree, you do have to create your utopia. Yes. Baby, that's not my war. That's not my fight. Right. We have fought long enough. Black women rest. I am in my resting phase. I'm not fighting no wars. I'm not posting about no wars. And this is no disrespect to it. I'm just saying, I'm just very conscious of creating my utopia while I'm here. I will not be stressed about what's going on over there. Right. I done did it for too long.
Ebony, how do you protect your energy?
That part. To reiterate, exactly what she said about what you see, the music you listen to. Like for me lately, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I will still listen to some ratchet music all day, but when I really, like, I like to soothe my spirit. So I've been switching it up, listening to different music. As also as a massage therapist, sometimes I'll keep playing my spa, piano, flute, my jazz. I love that. It just makes me really feel really good. You really attract what you see. Your mindset creates your reality.
Absolutely.
So that is a big part of me creating my peace. I start making a lot of lists too, like writing things down, whether you just journal, if you need to just get it out, like, and who you are around, your environment is everything. Yes.
You're almost like you're giving, because you can give your ideas a physical place to lay and rest instead of storing them inside.
Yes.
It's like a cleansing almost.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like it's so important to protect your peace, protect your energy. Yeah.
Right. Well, okay. Listen, that is, the older I get, the more I am an energy and peace protector. I didn't realize the importance of peace. I guess because we've been trained to live in chaos.
Ooh, that
you know
part.
what I'm saying? I'm a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama was mama was 14 when she had me. So when she got her first apartment, we was in the T. Then we was over in Millville, Moosewood. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Fairmount anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up in a house. You know what I'm saying? But so I got hood tendencies. I've been used to being around chaos. Mm-hmm. But when I got locked up, thank God for. Because I use my trials as my testimony. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're going through things, you don't realize what you need to go through. And I always take the silver lining out of whatever I'm going through. So when I was locked up, it's really the best thing that ever happened to me, because I had a chance to find my peace. I had a chance to, I was practicing some yoga tendencies and breathing stuff. You say I was really mentally escaping. When I was there, I'd be in a dorm with 200 guys, but I wouldn't hear shit going on.
That's important. We have to tune into ourselves.
For real.
You have to, and that strengthens you. Definitely spiritually.
Yes.
And your body will follow. Your mind will follow. Again, your mindset creates your reality, and you have to keep positivity on your brain. Let go of toxic thoughts. You was in a toxic environment, but like you said, all those people didn't steal into yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to work on your highest self.
Your higher self at all times.
And that a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's an intentional choice every day. You have to intentionally choose your higher self. You have to intentionally choose to show up as your higher self. Mm-hmm. Now, like what you were saying, like, it don't mean I don't listen to trap music. I grew up on trap music. But I have a high level of consciousness where I can tap in and out. I can listen to Cardi B and know damn well I'm not about to do half the shit she do. I can listen to Sexy Red. I'm not about to do what Sexy Red do. So it's all about awareness. You know what I mean? So you can listen to that. I can hang around. I have a brother that's serving life in prison. I grew up in Winton Terrace and Moosewood. I also have a baby dad who was in prison doing federal time. So, like you said, when you grow up around chaos, you automatically think that that's how life's supposed to be. It's supposed to be loud. It's supposed to be. So when you first enter into becoming or your awakening, you like, whoa. People don't start thinking you weird. I'm sure a lot of people think I'm weird and different, but I'm living in my purpose, and that's what creates my utopia. So it's definitely an intentional choice. Getting up every day and intentionally choosing to be a better person. Because the thing too is, hopefully I don't go too deep with this, you want to collapse timelines. So with each choice is going to lead you somewhere. So if I walk at the house and let's just say I don't have no money and I'm stressed, I could either choose to create from that, or I could choose to go rob a bank. Either one is going to collapse a timeline. Meaning it's going to collapse an old timeline to create a new timeline. If I rob a bank, then I have the potential of going to jail. But if I go out here and I create from a 0 point energy, which is, you can only create from a 0 point energy, and create my life and create something better, then it's going to lead me to another timeline. It's going to lead me to a higher timeline. So every day you're collapsing timelines, literally. Literally. So I'm just choosing a higher one. I try to choose a higher one. And I try to choose people who are choosing themselves on higher timelines.
So and it's great that you say that you're going to appear weird when you try to find your piece.
Absolutely.
When you choose, like you said, because especially when you've been around people that grew up around our friends and family, just like us, and haven't found a level of consciousness yet. They so used to that chaos, and when you want to just enjoy your piece, I don't want to have all your shit.
Me neither. Not all the time.
I want to chill sometimes. I've been finding myself lately just listening to podcasts, listening to different affirmation type of
you have to
videos and stuff like that, because I'm tired of doing counterproductive shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to be on a higher level of vibration, why am I putting the bullshit into my mind constantly?
Absolutely.
So I love how these interviews bring the questions to full circle themselves, right? So when you said you can listen to the Cardi B's and the Megas or whatever, that type of stuff like that, but you are at a certain level of consciousness right now.
Yeah, where it don't affect me.
Because there's a certain programming going on. If you were a 22-year-old, not mentioning age or anything like that, but if you were in your, so let's talk about the younger women that are being influenced, that don't have the level of consciousness yet, that are being influenced by this music, that
I was one.
Not even given a chance spiritually to be the powerful women that they could be. You know what I'm saying? Because
they attacking them young. That's the whole point of the Sexy Red.
Yes.
That was the whole point. It is to attack you while you young.
It's a mental and spiritual
Absolutely.
attack on our youth.
Yep.
With the because like I said, with the vibration, it gives off a different type of energy. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I love I love the beat, and I love
hell yeah,
twerk and shit like that.
Hey.
There's a certain level to it. But on that flip side up, because Charleston White was talking about the same point. It's really hard. And then one thing too, I don't mean to keep getting off cue.
No, because it's so big.
It's a wide range of things. The one thing about women trying to fit in, about this, the influence about, the Sexy Reds and the Cardi B, stuff like that. It's hard to tell the good girls from the bad girls because they all look alike. They're all trying to fit in. And it's hard to tell who's who. Because we all try to fit in. It's just a societal attack on us, spiritually, mentally, and it's so goddamn. We love the beat. The drum beat is
low vibrational though. Yeah.
So let's talk about the music and the influence.
808, that 808 drum.
That's
very low vibrational. It make everybody want to do this. It's very low vibrational. It's a very low vibrational frequency. That's why you have to purposely listen to music with 432 hertz, 999 hertz, things like that. Binaural beats. They're not going to be boom, 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 but it's very soothing and calming to the song. So life is balance.
Is that like the Afro beats? Is that on that?
Afro beats have 808 drums. The thing is, I love dancing.
Yes.
So that's a way of, actually dancing is a way to emit stress from the body, to get rid of stress in the body. Because for women especially, everybody, but for women especially, we hold a lot of trauma in our wombs.
Okay.
So when you dance, a lot of, like that twerking, America called it twerking. Our ancestors been doing that for years, shaking their hips. When you start to learn about the Ifa culture and a lot of the African cultures, they shook their hips to get rid of stress. So, but America kind of course, demonized it and called it twerking and booty shaking. But that's, a lot of women think of it as a twerking, but it's really a sacred practice to get rid of stress and trauma.
So tapping back into your spirituality will really unvillainize some things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they, like you said, they always, the shit if they can't monetize, they're going to demonize.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? This is how this shit works.
Most definitely.
And, wow, so...
They called braids ghetto, and then the white women wore braids, and they called it style. They used to say our asses was too big, and then the white women got asses, and now it's body. It's crazy how they take us. They take what we do, and they take the positive part of what we do, and they give us the negative part. But back to what you were saying as far as everyone looking alike with the young women, they are. I can literally scroll down my feed and everyone looks alike. Yes. But see, the thing is, people can argue, well, Cardi B got a lot of money and Sexy Red got a lot of money. They focus on the monetary aspect. That's what people are so focused on. You can't tell them Sexy Red is not living her best life. But they're only saying it because of the money aspect. So that's why it's attracted to the younger women, because they want the money aspect.
Sexy Red, she'll say some shit like my pussy stank. And she'll get 1 million motherfucking views by saying the most
ratchet. It's ratchet.
Like, what the fuck is going on with this album?
But also, on the flip side, it's not that you have to respect it, but it's like, that's who she is. And she's living who she is. So it's all about being authentic too. Holistic wellness is about being authentically yourself as well. Like walking in your purpose. So if her purpose is to disrupt society, that's her purpose, to disrupt society. But then you have queens like her and I who got to come and be like, all right, we rocking with you, Sexy Red, but Baby, listen, that's not the route to go. That's not the route to go.
I mean, so it's basically like almost like a spiritual sabotage in our community.
Absolutely.
It's like spiritual sabotage. They're planning in our community to destroy our youth from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? With the music.
That's back to the agenda. That's what I was going to end up adding to it. Part of an agenda. That's one of the things on the agenda. It's a major agenda. Part of, keep killing us slowly. That's another agenda. They have a list of how they are, and they definitely are attacking our youth. Or another agenda, and attacking the youth with that, and making the females so into their bodies, not pouring into their spiritual. Like in the 90s, everything was more conscious for our black people as far as music and things like that. Yeah. So you see how that was, and then to now what they do, because music is everything. So they pick, yes, that is Sexy Red. That is her truth. Like, why pick a woman like that and make her famous? They plant. Back to what you just was saying, a sabotage on the community. That is on the list, and it's horrible. So again,
my first time.
No, we just have to be. Our generation has to be what we want the next gen, so they can see it, because they see us every day, and then they go on social media and they see everything looks alike. They want to, so it's attracting.
It's attracting, absolutely. It's repetition. It's rhythm. So if I constantly feed you to the music part, right? This whole thing is based off of vibration. Right. So if I constantly pump this music into you every day, it's a rhythm. Yes. Every day you wake up. A lot of people wake up listening to Sexy Red to get them hype. Mm-hmm. A lot of people wake up listening to Future to get them hype. Yep. Baby, I be waking up listening to I Am Worthy. You know what I'm saying? Telling myself I am abundant. You know what I mean? You have to affirm yourself.
I think, see, you just tapped into something that I lost the question for a minute, but this question might see. Lil Jon realizes the power of vibration. I don't know if you guys realize that. Lil Jon was one of the most influential crunk ass type. Boom boom. But Lil Jon now has yoga, meditation,
facts,
affirmation, music,
like Andre 3000.
Over, because when you realize, because like you say, it's a vibrational thing.
Yeah.
That's why they can always either way, whether it's good or bad, that drum beat. They can pass on whatever bullshit they want.
Facts.
Because like you said, it's a low vibration. It's gonna catch everybody.
And
you can, and they tap into that low vibration, them real catchy ass bullshit hooks, that little Nas X shit. So when we tap, because when we talk about holistic wellness, we never talk about the. Like you said, we talk about programming, we talk about different things that the propaganda that America teaches, right?
Absolutely.
And feminizing our boys.
Yeah.
So taking the father out the household is one of them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always say, and there's nothing wrong. I was raised by a single mother, but there's only so much that a mother can teach her son.
What you talking about?
A mother punching on her son is only abuse. It's not treat him like a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a woman cannot be a man. Let's get out there. It's not good or bad, either here, there, or there. A woman just cannot be a man.
It cannot.
It cannot be a woman, and we cannot switch roles.
Absolutely not.
Or diminish the importance of a role. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you take the man out of the household, you feminize the kids, men and women. Or no, what you do is you feminize the boys, and you make the women more stronger, because the woman or the daughters are just emulating their mama.
They're gonna be more masculine. Absolutely.
So it's a chess move.
It's a chess move. And we getting checkmate like a
warfare they playing on.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
But it's gonna take people to be aware of that. I always tell my son, whose dad is in federal penitentiary, like, I don't quite understand what you are going through. I can only show you how to be responsible, because he's 14. So he had that rites of passage moment right now where he need his dad so bad.
Well, just a positive male influence. See, that's
positive male influence. Absolutely.
I think as parents, we have to be more conscious of if we're not going to be with the mother. First of all, we have to be conscious of who we choosing as parents to father and mother with. You know what I'm saying? We have to be very conscious of that. But once we make that decision that we went past that part and we've got somebody and realize that it's not going to work out with that particular parent, so we're moving on. We have to be conscious of the people that we have in our kids' lives.
Yeah.
It can't just be like, I want this motherfucker for me
because it's a man. Absolutely. I was going to say that.
She's a cute woman.
Right.
Don't make her a good influence on your child. I look at the situation like Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, and the power of the woman that you know what I'm saying, her being free and fucking let him be him. Looking like,
yeah.
You got Dwayne Wade,
You gotta have some boundaries.
I feel like
You gotta
put
have
something
some
in my way with
boundaries.
you right now, the way she so took over this nigga life, like what the hell's going on here?
She the man.
She's the man.
That's
That's gonna be another episode coming out.
She's the man. Absolutely. Holistic wealth can go down so many avenues. Yeah, part 2, part 3, part 7.
Yeah.
So when I was going down the road of just with the homosexuality and holistic wellness, and really people don't realize how they, because nowadays, and not that I don't care who you have sex with.
Yeah.
Let's give a disclaimer. First of all, this portion of this broadcast is brought to you by Look Who I Ran Into Apparel, located inside of Urban Styles Barber Studio, located at 3107 Harrison Avenue, by appointment only.
Absolutely.
But so I don't give a fuck who you have sex with. You know what I'm saying? I just don't lead with that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you lead with that, now that's the conversation I had.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So don't lead with your sexuality. So I don't care. We have a sex with first and foremost. But when they put that into our communities, that they put that influence. You can't even say nothing. You can't even ask a question about something now without act like it's.
You get canceled.
You're getting canceled.
Canceled.
Like you're bashing somebody. Not just asking a question. I don't know. I might have to have a show on sexuality.
Yeah.
I might have to have, some,
Absolutely.
Some films and some stuff. I don't even know what the terminology is. I'm not some LGBT community people up here. We're gonna have a show.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying?
But you have some people in the LGBTQIA community.
Yeah, that's all that now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, I don't know what to say.
They don't even agree with the propaganda when it comes to putting it on the youth. They'll tell you like why. Gay was never about what it's about today.
Right.
A lot of gay men still showed up as men, but they just preferred another man. Now it's a whole, like, people are creating whole new identities.
Yes.
They're now taking away the man and the woman. Right. I mean, according to them, we're cis women. Hold on, baby. I'm a natural woman. They got the CIS in front of it.
Because
I was wondering what that was. I seen that on
It means
social
you're a
media.
natural woman, but don't put cis in. I'm the original
Say
woman.
that one more time.
Cis. Cis woman.
Which means
You're a natural born woman.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But these are just the terminologies.
How are they labeling? It's crazy.
Yeah. And I have gay friends, so I don't have anything against gay people. It's all to separate you. That's all it is. I don't care that you. But the thing is, like you said,
we're talking about everything in its totality. And
absolutely.
This is the spiritual part of it.
It is.
The spiritual and mental warfare they're playing on us by pushing that type of propaganda on us.
Yeah. Because you now have people who don't even identify as a boy or girl. They say they or them. Mm-hmm. They will get mad if you call them a boy when they're a boy. They're not a boy. A girl who don't identify as being a girl will get kind of offended. But it's again, the holistic part. It's the mental attack on your brain. So if I confuse even who you are as your sex, you really lost now. You like, okay, if I'm not a girl, then who am I? Now you ride the bandwave of what they're propagating. You can still be gay and have the same love for the same sex. That's fine. But who are you before you are even gay? Like, who are you? We don't walk around and be like,
as a spirit,
I sleep with men. You know what I mean? They lead with that. I'm a gay man. Why is that even in your bio?
Because they make it cool now to be flamboyant.
Yeah.
And that type of shit. So it's like.
But it's a mental. It's fucking with your mental.
Not fat. I didn't say fad. I said like a fad.
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 Yeah.
And people hop on to trends.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many people are really gay or how many people are just gay for the.
Because it's cool. Because it brings attention to them.
Right. Because I don't say, man, well, show me your booty hole.
Fact. That's what I'm saying.
Like, who you gay? I don't know if you gay or not because you talking with a list. I don't know. It got to do with me. But you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, like right now, if the gay, like with, I don't know how it really affects now with the DEI, the DIE.
The DEI initiatives.
That stuff like this. So a lot of people like, because white men were getting excluded out of things, some men were saying they were gay and weren't gay. Yeah. Just to get included and stuff. Yeah. Because how you gonna prove it?
Yeah, you can't.
This is my life partner. How you gonna prove?
And tell me I'm not gay? Absolutely.
They played the game because they made the game. They know how to play the game.
They know how to play the game. But that's what it is, too. You got to understand it is a game.
You looking, Ebony's looking like, what the hell's going on?
I have not heard any.
No, that's about it's different stuff.
About this.
I am. It's different facets with all this. And they push your propaganda. So let me bring this back to a holistic wellness point, right? So if they feed you bullshit food. They're going to numb your shit. So they start with the food, which is part of the body. The low vibrational music, the 808s. We all love drum beats, and you can pass some great messages, and some great songs and great.
Let me make a connection to the pineal gland and the vibrations, because you talked about those frequencies, and then you just said that, so it was like, that's the yoga definitely helps clear that, and where you can be awakened and really reach your highest self, and everything is clear to you when they calcify your pineal gland with the foods and different things, or yes. Yes, and we have to boom, and that's what happens with the frequencies, and that helps you. Everything becomes clear. Also, being outside, there's different practices to decalcify it, but that's a major thing. They start by the time we're 17 is calcified in ways like they start early. So definitely, yeah, don't I keep going?
Keep going.
So pretty much holistic wealth just deals with all that. Your sexuality, your mental health, your physical health, your financial health. You literally just got to be conscious of it all. You really got to be conscious of it all. Just because you are gay, it doesn't mean you are a bad person, but don't push it onto the youth. Let them choose. Don't force them. Just because you are straight doesn't make you better than the gay person. No. You know what I mean? Because you have to understand we all have walks and we have purposes. So you have gay people put in place for certain reasons. They know exactly what they're doing.
Let's talk about the importance of finding your purpose, because part of that, because I got represented you up in
absolutely.
But let's talk about the importance of finding your purpose as part of a holistic wellness point. Because if you don't have your purpose, if you're just out here aimlessly living life,
then you an NPC.
What does that mean exactly?
A non-played character.
Ooh.
You really just an NPC. Non-playing character.
That's the background.
Yeah. You just but there are people who were put on this planet as NPCs. They were put on this planet to be distractions. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody's not going to awaken to their higher self because that's not why they were designed. But if you understand the Matrix, then you know that you have a character to play. You know that you have to show up. My purpose is to show up in my higher self and to help heal and nurture and love and bring and bridge heaven and earth between humanity. I know what my purpose is, but a lot of people don't. But finding your purpose is so important because then you can feel fulfilled. Then you wake up with a mission every day. Like, my mission is to heal, nurture, inform, love, create. Be a visionary. Yes. That is my mission. We all have roles and purposes. So you definitely want to find out what your purpose is. And by doing that is sitting with yourself. A lot of people hang with a lot of people because they don't want to sit with themselves and think. It makes you think. It makes you think about your life choices. It makes you think about your credit score. It makes you think about... So they constantly going out. They constantly hanging with people.
Just to escape the reality of their life.
Yeah, but you're not going to escape it. You're just going to prolong it.
Or shorten it.
Or shorten it, yeah. So, yeah, definitely find your purpose by sitting with yourself, doing a lot of meditation. A lot of people are like, well, what's meditating? Meditating can be in the form of going on walks. Meditating can be scripting in your journal. Meditating can be you taking road trips or riding in your car. Meditation doesn't have to have you sitting like this. That is a form of meditation, but that's not the only form of meditation. So definitely find your purpose.
Yes.
Hey, please feel free to chime in, ask some questions, y'all. I'm going to interact with today. And thank you, Aaron. And I think this is one of my most powerful shows for real. I think it is too as well. And but feel free to chime in, y'all. If you got some questions you want to ask.
This could be a 3-hour show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We on here talking, when we talking about holistic wellness, which means mind, body, soul, spirit.
Absolutely.
Financial wealth, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual wealth, emotional wealth, you know. So go ahead, Ebony.
I just wanted to add, I love that you said your purpose makes you be fulfilled, because as me being a healer, like every day, I'm so glad I go into work every day and I feel great. It's not really work. I really enjoy what I do. Like, I know I'm living my purpose. Absolutely. And yes, the abundance and blessings that I receive, like, it just confirms that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But I also want to talk about mindfulness in that, because we do have to work. Because sometimes, I can be washing the dishes and I find myself in a place where, that I also feel when I am meditating and I'm just breathing like this. And but you can do it during your job. You can do it. Just find a place where it's not stressful for you. Yes,
So
definitely.
finding your place of peace.
Yes, and where you focus your attention on is a big part of it. Yes, and have gratitude. Like,
Oh, yes.
have gratitude.
So how do you maintain? So I know people, life gets in the way. I always say that people have
Life be
plans for their
lifing.
life, but life gets in the way sometimes, and sometimes with relationships and stuff like that. How do you maintain your center of gravity of peace in relationships?
You mean like between your partner?
Yeah, between your partner. Well, and with a
Family friendships and things like that?
Family dynamics and your relationship partner.
You got to be maniacal about it. You got to put you first. Yeah, you got to be damn maniacal means by any means necessary. Maniacal. It's M-A-N-I-A-C-A-L. Maniacal. Yeah.
Maniacal. Look at y'all.
Yeah. I'd be like, That's what phonics work, baby.
No, but you have to be maniacal.
You do. It's about it's self-preservation. See, we've been taught to not be selfish. But if you don't be selfish for you, then how can I pour into my kids? And that's what happens. We just pour into our jobs, into our families, into our relationships. And then life do happen.
So that's part of
You allowed it to happen.
You said they tell us, they make things that are really good for us
Yes.
seem bad.
Bad. You have to look out for you first. I cannot be a great mom to my kids if I am not pouring into myself first. And that sounds very selfish. And a lot of people, like when people tell me, yeah, I'm a mom, but that is not my only identity, baby.
Right.
That is a part of the role that I play in this matrix. That is not all that I am. So I'm not going to pour all of me into my children. And that sounds selfish. I'm not going to pour all of me into my partner. Baby, I'm going to pour all of me first, and then I'm going to give to you guys because I'm going to love you better. And I'm going to be able to take care of you better. I'm going to be able to nurture you better. So you just got to be real maniacal. You got to be real intentional. A lot of people say life happened. That's because you allowed it to happen. Now, the thing is, there are going to be unfortunate situations, death, divorce, breakups, things of that nature. But you got to get back on track. You got to get back off track. You cannot let life continue to happen because you're going to look up in 30 and 40 years and you have not stepped into your purpose. And I want to say, and I'm going to let Ebony go, but the financial piece, let's talk about that. A lot of people are having issues financially, but I could tell you one of the issues is because you're not spiritually centered, 1. 2, you're not in your purpose. You're not in your purpose. Baby, you're going from job to job. You're not in your purpose. So the first thing is to find your purpose so that way you can attract all things that are in alignment with your journey, with your purpose. So I just want to say that if you're having financial issues, really take some time to look at yourself. Are you happy with that job that you're doing? Are you happy with that career? Are you happy with that business you started? Some people start businesses just to say they own a business, and it wasn't even designed in their plan to own a business. They just want to say they have one.
I don't know what it encompasses or what it entails to maintain and have a successful business.
Maybe your purpose was to go work for GE. Maybe your purpose was to go help build Kroger. But you definitely have to walk in your purpose. And the moment that you walk in your purpose, I promise you, everything that you ever wanted will begin to unfold. That is what you call designing your utopia. It is so many worlds out here, but I'm in it, but I'm not. I'm of it, but I'm not in it, so to speak. I create my world. Girl, listen. I create my own peace.
Yes. Go ahead and as far as getting spiritually centered, whatever it is that's for you, taking a walk, going to the gym, doing yoga, doing Pilates. If you can't just start off like with just breath work and sitting with yourself, but really tune into yourself. You may not know what you want to do.
Right.
And that is okay. But once you really work on, like I was talking about, decalcifying that pineal gland, things will come your way. Like it will come together. It will start opportunities, different things. Your life will start aligning itself. It really will. Once you really get spiritually centered and really focus on yourself and getting to your higher self.
Because we're constantly magnetizing. We're constantly magnetizing.
Okay, and what does that mean exactly?
You're constantly attracting things to you. We're literally electric beings.
Yes, we are.
So you're constantly attracting, but what are you attracting? Yeah.
Should have worn my light shirt. I was gonna wear my light shirt.
What are you attracting?
So it's a real live new conversation because it's some real live good spirited young women out here that are actually portraying. I mean, they're not looking like they're good spirit. It's hard. And I think because we're so, and I'm not even gonna say they don't look like.
Because the good woman barely makes history. The good woman rarely makes history. Baby, you walk a straight line path, that's boring.
Yeah.
But boring is so safe. But I tell you, in order to get to the level I am now, I had to be that young hot girl. I was a young hot girl. I hopped off the porch very early. I did a lot. So it was but in order to understand those different dynamics, I had to be all those different women at different phases of my life. That's what it's called, self-mastery. You're going to go through different phases of your life because I'm finding myself. My higher self was pulling me, but I had to be that hot girl. I had to be that dope boy's girlfriend. I had to drive that pack to Detroit, okay? Now I'm at peace. I don't want that because that life attracted so much negativity. So yeah, sometimes you have to be, like you said, you had a street life that made you who you are. So I don't hate none of them women. I actually love every version of the woman I was. Because now I tell my kids all the time, you got a gangster mama for real. Like, I'm street smart, I'm spiritually in tune, and I know how to get to a bag.
You're a holistic person.
Holistic, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's all about evolution and everything like that because I definitely salute the judges for locking me up. Maybe I deserved it at the time, you know what I'm saying? But it made me the man that I am today. You know what I'm saying?
And you are really walking your purpose, not to cut you off, but you are a great role model for other men. Especially where you come from. I feel the same way too. Like, I've had a life and I feel like I got off my path that was for me, and I slowly came back to it once I got spiritually centered and stopped being so distracted and trying to fit in and be in places that I was never supposed to been in. But yeah, and now we can show other people from where we come from, or people who look like us and people that relate to us, and we can really show them and practice what we preach. And I feel like everything we went to, all the people we were before, made us who we are today. To bring in the people, yes.
It made you relatable.
Well, it's all about, that's why I think it's important to have platforms like this. Absolutely. To share real people sharing real stories of what we've been through, what we've overcame, just by living life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think they always say if you've been on the job for a certain amount of years, you got like a master's degree, or you're like you're a certified master at that job or whatever. Well, we all been in life at a certain age now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we should start mastering some things. You know what I'm saying? And every life situation that we've been through is just part of our journey, part of our growth. But the thing is to pay attention in life so you can learn from what you're going through, good and bad.
Yeah.
And you will come to a point of wanting to protect your peace and realizing, like I said, bring it back. If they dumb you down with the food, so watch. If they dumb you down with the food, giving you low vibrational music and passing on demonic messages in that music.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about protecting your peace. It's about doing things that, going to the gym, working out, walking, doing keeping your body, like I said, your body is a machine. Keep it fine-tuned, keep it operating at a high optimal form. And that starts with the food you put in it, of course. And so I'm encouraging you all, leave the sugar alone, leave the breads alone, leave the pastas alone.
Leave the meat.
Leave the meat alone. No homo, no diddy. I can't even say the shit. Y'all say it. Leave it.
I said, leave the meat alone.
Leave the meat alone. God damn it.
But hey, sometimes you can talk about that meat too.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Talk.
Real quick, because I know we about to wrap it up. But yeah, you really got to leave the meat alone. The toxic meat. Men can be very toxic, and so can women. Women can have very toxic wombs, and that can be detrimental to a man who is healing himself. And a woman can be on her healing journey and have such a positive womb and let you deal with a toxic man. It can really bring you down. It really can. So you got to watch who you intertwine sexually with too. The sexual energy. That's a whole podcast in itself.
We got a little time. I mean, they're gonna tune in later on. We got a little time, so we gonna ask a question about how important. Somebody put on here about being equally yoked.
Equally yoked.
Nothing about particular piece. Alicia, Rita Hill, I'm saying the name right. Adrian. What's up, Shell? Silky J, Princess Flower. Listen, y'all, we're going to start tapping in and giving some shouts out. We're going interactive now. I want to be more active. So, listen, y'all, first of all, I've been taking the pointers with the podcast. So, I got this episode. Of course, we are finishing up this episode. We have a food truck episode coming up next week. I have Rob Doach. I have Corey Jones. And I have Chef Cool coming on next week, y'all.
Hey.
And then I'm going to wrap it up, wrap this season up the following week with 2 more holistic guests, my wife being one and a person of her choosing. on the show. We're gonna wrap up this season, right? So I want to be more interactive in the forthcoming shows. I got 2 more questions for these ladies. We're gonna wrap this show up, but I want to just give y'all just a little insight of what I've been taking direction. I've been taking the feedback. And I'm loving the support, when I'm out and about.
Absolutely.
I love, and I don't even like going out like that no more. For one, don't buy me no drink. Buy me some waters and some lemons when y'all see me. I want a water with a lemon, because I ain't drinking. I'm on another 30-day journey. I'm 7 days in, another 30-day not drinking. So, because you can't, it's all about, being productive. I watch these videos, right? And I want to bring the question about doing things that are counterproductive to our growth daily. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's on our routine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I start working out, I'm eating right. I want to be spiritually aligned. I've been more creative. I got 2 more books written this week, y'all. So
absolutely,
be prepared for me and my wife about to drop a whole book series. We got some kids' books coming out. So yeah, we got some things in the works. But in order to be productive at my optimum level, I can't be drinking.
No.
That's not. You know what I'm saying? Weed helps calm my nerve. Like I said, I got a condition called Ron-C-itis, and if I don't smoke,
Ron-C-itis.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta smoke. And smoke responsibly, y'all. I got my medical marijuana card, and I urge y'all to get the same, unless you gotta, you can't get it in whatever reasons. But the importance of just being, spiritually centered, being spiritually in tune, emotional maturity, because we always talk about emotional intelligence, but we never talk about emotional maturity.
Yeah.
You don't love the same as you was 15 or 16 as you do when you in your late 30s or whatever. It's a different level of life that goes on, you know what I'm saying? And it's about emotional maturity at that point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm losing sight of the question here, but let's bring it back holistic. I know y'all got, so what y'all want
I kind of wanted to, you said something about somebody saying being equally yoked. Yes. Well, that's a holistic thing too. So in holistic, you got to be very conscious of your friends. That's why I don't hang with a lot of women. I hang with my best friend 90% of the time. And that's because she be on what I be on. Right. So being equally yoked ain't just in partnerships, and it's in all type of ships, business ships, the place that you work, the person that you sleep with, but more importantly in your home. Baby, listen, on your journey, it's going to be a rough one, especially when you becoming who you are. You are going to lose a lot of people, and you are going to leave a lot of people behind that don't match you. Wives, girlfriends, you just going to wake up one day and just be like, I'm cool. Baby, I'm cool. You are a liability to my growth. And it's going to hurt. You're going to look so different to people, and people are going to think you're being better, whatever the case may be. But being equally yoked is going to help you attract the life that you want. It's going to help you attract better finances, better energy. It's going to help you attract a better life, because now you have a person that's on what you own. So being equally yoked is so important. You cannot be a healing woman and date a man who is not working on himself, because it's going to bring you down. Y'all going to eventually break up. And same for a man who is becoming his divine masculine and becoming a divine king. Let you date a woman that's a liability.
Yeah. That's what it's about. At the end of the day, we all are assets
or liabilities. Yeah, you're gonna be used, but be used use each other to help elevate each other. So that's what I gotta say.
And it's okay to isolate. Like you said, you'll lose people. Absolutely. You'll lose people. I mean, they'll be there when you're ready to come back, but. I protecting my peace too was to stop doing like a lot of partying with my friends. There's always something going on. I have a couple different friend groups, and on the opposite of you.
I'm a little lonely, baby. I go have fun by myself.
Just as much as I'm a people person, I'm such an introvert at the same time. That might be my Gemini. So, you have to say no. It's okay to say no. Like, and be okay with saying no, because for me, I'm a massage therapist. I have a massage and facial spa too. I don't know if I said that, but as a massage, I'm a people pleaser. I give services. I enjoy giving services. Right. I enjoy pleasing people, but I have to first, pour into yourself. If you don't have anything for yourself and you're trying to give so much to these people, I had to protect my energy to do as much as I do. I do a lot. I also have one son. But it's a lot for me. So it was like, people who are on what I'm on, I'm like, y'all, that energy, it just was low vibration. I'm just like, it was draining me. Yeah. It was draining me. So I had nothing for my business, nothing for myself, like nothing for my household. So protect your peace. Right. Now I gotta recover, sleep all day. I got so much other stuff to do. No. So exactly. Like, So,
But
yeah.
I want you guys to promote your businesses too as well before I ask my other question. So,
So you have one more question. Yes, I have 2 locations, one in Clifton, one in College Hill. Massage and facial, waxing, we do Reiki, we do reflexology, empowering touch.
and they can find you on all media platforms.
Yes, Empowering Touch LLC. Yes, Facebook and Instagram. So empoweringtouch.org is the website, empoweringtouch.org. But
What
yes,
services do you offer again?
massage, facial, lymphatic drainage. We do post-op care after cosmetic surgeries. Well, any surgery, you break your arm, shoulder, rotator cuff, knee, ankle, hip, anything where you have inflammation. Like I said, Reiki and reflexology.
Empowering Touch LLC, y'all, on all platforms. So, y'all, Natasha, what's your business?
My name, again, Natasha. My business is Naturally You Cosmetics. That's naturally the letter U Cosmetics, and you can find me on all platforms. You can also find me in the App Store. I pretty much create all natural skincare products for the spiritual girly. So, another thing that I want to point out too is I'm located in 2 stores here in Cincinnati. I'm located inside of Cincinnati, which is a yoga and wellness studio downtown. Shout out to Brandy and Adrian. Okay. And then I'm inside of Sweet Sister Splash. So shout out to Nzinga and Natasha. These are just some Sweet Sister Splash in downtown Cincinnati. She's been in downtown Cincinnati for 13 years. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of her or know her personally. Such an amazing spirit. That is on Sycamore Street. I don't know the address exactly.
Splash, say it again. What's that?
Sweet Sister Splash.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So you can find me online at Natural You Cosmetics. So natural, the letter U, cosmetics.com, or you can just simply go to your Apple store. I'll be in the Google Play Store soon enough. I'm just waiting for Google to approve me. I keep having to send the app back. That's why I'm talking about when you're doing something good, I'm telling you, the matrix will shapeshift to what you're doing I'm like, oh my God, it's taking forever. But I am in the Apple Store, so you can find my app, Naturally You Cosmetics. Download it. You can join my Spiritual Girly Covenant group. I talk about spirituality. I talk about ascension. I talk about just pretty much everything when it comes to self-mastery. So join the Spiritual Girly Covenant in my app, Naturally You Cosmetics.
Okay, that's what's up. Listen, y'all, in closing, I want to ask y'all, let me ask 2 questions in closing. First of all, thank y'all for being on the show. It's been great.
No problem. Dope.
And I love
Yes. I love you too.
It's so wide and varied. It's just so many different lanes that you go with.
Man, we can talk about this. It'll be 3 o'clock before we get out of here.
Yeah. So, first of all, what made you guys lean towards the holistic side of life?
For me, it started. So I was an STNA for 11 years, working in a nursing home, taking care of the elderly. And one day, and also too, I was young. I went to nursing school, but it wasn't for me. I seen the nurses just push the cart, push the medicine, and they're seeing restorative. I knew I wanted to do therapy. Seeing the rehabilitation, that's what I enjoy so much. The body restores itself. Okay. So it literally heals itself. And we didn't even get to talk about fasting, but but no, I'm gonna throw it in there real quick. But yeah, I mean, I think the 17th hour, like your cells start to detox and like regenerate, and like once the 17th hour with no food. Right. But yeah, so at the nursing home, the guy, he had got palliative care. A massage therapist came in, and he was on hospice, and she just made him feel so comfortable and so good. I found out about the body restores itself learning later. But that part, and then my stepmom, she also had so many surgeries because as a kid, she had a differential the way she walked. One leg was longer than the other. I think because she broke her ankle like very young and hit a growth plate or something. So that caused things to trickle on up, like snowball effect. Right. So seeing all the medication she was on and it wasn't working. I mean, so many pills and it wasn't even working. She had to heal herself through like literally like her mind. One day she just ended up getting off the pills. But yes, the pain management part of it and the rehabilitation part of it, like. And the fact that the body restores itself, that's what kind of like brought me into it, and just learning the real. Right. Yeah. You said one more question. That was it. Yeah, what led me into the whole thing? Okay. Yeah.
Knowing the real, because once you realize that, because that's one thing about learning the truth. You can't unlearn the truth
Once you see, you can't unsee. Once you get that awareness and you.
Because you said you were in the healthcare field, for 11 years, you said?
Oh, yeah.
Seeing that, it made you want to go to the other side.
I did not. And then just nurses, the way their bodies broke down. See, I didn't know about self-care as an STNA. Lifting, pulling, tugging. I didn't know about self-care. I need to stretch every day, at least a few times a week. I didn't know to take care of my body. I didn't know to strengthen my body so that I can do things.
It's crazy that you say that because there will be no need for certain things if we lived a life on a certain level. You know what I'm saying? There would be no need for nursing homes and different things like that because we would be in good shape.
Absolutely.
We would just one day our heart would just stop and we would die.
At home.
If we ate, you know what I'm saying? If we ate properly, there would be no need for certain. It would be no need for cancer treatment if all our bodies were alkaline.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There would be no need for certain things.
Nutrition
like
again,
I said, there's no money.
So
And holistic care.
And holistic care. The money
Yes.
and the treatment, that's why Western medicine
So
is prevalent.
we all need to see, we all need to become our higher selves and reach that awakening. And then you will, once I knew, I changed my whole life. Now my son has better health practices. He's coming up at least with better practices because he's a sponge. He see what I do every day.
Right.
So yeah, basically that part, trying to like literally start to really see with your third eye.
Yeah.
With your third eye.
With your
Come
third
on.
eye.
I guess to answer your question, what pretty much brought me into my holistic practice was just being wild. I know that sounds crazy, but when you have so I grew up in a very multicultural home, Haitians, Africans, Native Americans. So when you grow up with these, it was already in me. It was in me. But again, living in the matrix system, you get pulled in so many different directions. But it was always in me to be that way. So it wasn't until I want to say about 22, 23 is when I started to fully become into my awakening to understand. But I'm going to say 33, which is a master number, but we'll get into that later. 33 is when it really hit me like, damn, okay, I got a real life responsibility here. Like I started to learn about my birth natal chart. So I know a lot of people, they think astrology and numerology and cosmology are evil, but these are things that our ancestors, my Haitian ancestors, my African ancestors actually practice. My Native American ancestors actually practice. So when you start to get into that, into your awakening, you just get deeper and things start to come to you. You're like, okay, if I want to go higher, then this is what I got to do. If I want to do this, and this is what I got to do. So coming into that holistic, it was really pretty much, it was always destined for me to be that. But I had to go through a lot of the things to really see, okay, this is going to be more valuable to me to walk in this path because it's a greater awakening. It's a greater feeling. It's so easy to go and strip. It's so easy to go and mess with a nigga with a lot of money. It's so easy to go and do the opposite.
It ain't easy to go strip. You ain't got the body for it. You can't.
Well, I'm just saying, like, as far as like your mindset, you know what I mean? It's so hard to walk in righteousness.
Right.
Because the moment you come into your awakening, baby, that matrix be like, it's almost you caught the attention of the system. So now it's like, oh, because I promise you, when I was out there being wild, I didn't have these many problems. Baby, I ain't had one care in the world. But the moment I declared myself a divine goddess, baby, listen, I'd be under attack after attack after attack after attack after attack. I'd be like, what the It's almost like the matrix shape shifts to you.
Well, I think, it's part of almost like a character assassination because people don't realize your growth. Like, somebody can see me now and be like, that's Ron C. Like, he a podcast dude. He a barber. He got these clothing thing going on. But then somebody from my past be like, oh, that's Ron C. That's L.
Facts. Oh, I got that too.
Yeah. Evolution. I used to be that. I used to, in a facet of my life, I was that Ron C. used to hang up in the
Absolutely.
That was dude.
But it's an evolution.
People will keep seeing you as they saw you and not as who you are.
Because that's at the level that they are.
Come on.
That's because that's the level they are.
He's protecting who you're around.
Absolutely.
Because you want people to edify your spirit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That build it to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in closing, I want to ask you a question. The most famous interview question of all time. How do you want to be remembered when the lights are all cut off on this big, beautiful planet that we have? How do you want to be remembered?
That's a great question. Dang. How do I want to be remembered? Can you answer that? I need some
I
time.
feel like all we have is our deeds. All we leave on this earth are our deeds. Nothing we obtain physically. So our actions. what we do. And once I learned that, I think I heard that at my cousin, he was Muslim. I think I heard that at his funeral, and I was like in my 20s or something. And I'm like, it just hit me when I heard that, and I just was like, wow. Like what I want to leave on this earth. And for me, once I learned my purpose, the mission, so my actions and really completing my mission every day, small steps. I may not do nothing major every day, but something. It could be reading the email, I'm not gonna lie, but like, because I am not good at that. But seriously, like, really walking in my purpose and doing what I'm supposed to do. So for me, that is healing. That is making a bigger, like, I got my second location so I can get more clients. I couldn't take clients. I was so booked, thank God. I know I was walking in my purpose. Now I can hire people who are good as me. I have somebody, she brought Reiki and reflexology to me. I don't do that. Yeah. I have a dope 23 years. She's a and she comes from that. She comes from that culture. She's Marisha. Marisha. Her name is Kim. She goes by Kim, but she's Mauritius. She's from Africa, Mauritian. And yeah, she grew up. She's Hindu. Like, she's amazing. But yeah, so we can reach more people, do more healing. Another one of my massage sisters just went and got her lymphatic drainage certification because so many people are coming for lymphatic drainage, and I was so glad that she finally went and did that. But yeah, just reaching people, yes, not just for healing, but just my energy, just everything, just good energy, bringing forth positivity and love.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna piggyback off on that. So I want to be remembered with just good energy, as someone who was nurturing, as someone who just really walked in her authentic energy. So I think for like the past 2 years, I've really been working on my throat chakra, speaking things, communicating things, and really just, no matter if people see me awkward, quirky, real, demonic, oh, she worship the devil, it don't matter. I know that what I'm doing is right because my life reflects it. So I just want to be remembered for love and good energy.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes, beautiful.
So I want to ask, in closing, I want to ask this though, what does alchemy mean exactly? Because I've heard of alchemy.
Alchemy?
And I want to look at the term alchemy.
So y'all can find me on Instagram too, my personal page, Alchemy God 222. And I call myself the alchemist because if I left it up to the system, if I left it up to what I call the matrix, which is really our society that we live in, I would be on welfare, I'd be on Section 8, I'd be, just very, very just low. I took everything that happened in my life, from my mom being on drugs for a very long time, from my dad being on drugs, being a drug dealer, going to prison. It was written for me. When it comes to the system, not what God says, but to the system, it was written for me to be not who I am today. I literally took that and transmuted all of that shit. I didn't let it make me, I'm this way because of my mama. I'm this way because I ain't had no daddy. I literally took that energy and I'm transmuting my whole entire life. So alchemy means it's just you're alchemizing the energy that was sent to you to destroy you to create something better. An alchemist, it's almost like a chemist, where you take something and you transform it and you transmute it. So that's why I call myself the alchemy God, because like I said, according to the system, I should not be where I am. I should have not graduated. I should have not went to UC. I should have not went to beauty school. I did so many amazing things. I taught a makeup course at UC. I worked with Control Magazine in Atlanta. I managed a salon in Buckhead. I've owned 3 of my own salons. And I should not be where I am. Like, if I was to really sit here and talk about my story, baby, I should not be where I am. I should probably be dead. Real.
But the creator.
Absolutely.
The creator had another plan for you guys.
Absolutely.
And listen, it's been a great episode. I want to first of all, I'm going to give a shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for being on.
Well, thank you.
Today, great guest. And the things you guys put out. And that's probably, of course, I've been cutting Ebony Sean's hair for years now. So, and I always love your energy. And I saw him, if I got a platform, I want to help promote what you got going on.
Absolutely.
You're my friend. I'm going to make sure you got some shine too.
Absolutely.
And I think we met at a rooftop party.
I've been following you on Facebook for forever. Yeah.
It's been a pleasure with you guys.
Good energy attracts good energy.
I want to give I'm gonna start doing this on the next season, but I want to give sort of like Jerry Springer at the end of the show. He gives us commentary, right? So this is just my commentary. You call me, I'm Ronald Shadakati. I'm the hood reporter. I'm the hood journalist, right?
Okay.
But we got to be aware, holistically aware, spiritually, mentally, physically, get your finances together, y'all. We have to be ready because we're going through some tough times right now. We're going through some turbulent times, and I don't want to bring things into fruition. I don't want to speak things into existence. You know what I'm saying? Because you are what you think. You know what I'm saying?
But they are there.
Yeah. You know, and so, but we went to war last night. Like, America is at war.
Absolutely.
And so we have to start stocking up on things. Just be smart about your financial decisions, you know, in the next few months, in the next few days. You know what I'm saying? Just be real conscious. Get right with God. Get right with your Creator.
Absolutely.
You know, get right with your Creator. And once again, I thank y'all for y'all support. It's been a phenomenal ride this season. I started this journey back in February, and we're now in June. We got it, like I said, next week we got the food truck episode coming. It's by request, and I have Corey Jones, I have Rob Doach, and I have Chef Cool coming next week. And then the following week is going to be a season finale. I have my wife, Dr. Lisa, coming with part 2 of the Holistic Wellness series, and it's going to be a guest of her choice. And once again, I thank you guys. This has been another episode of Let's Chop It Up with Ron C. You can find my guests on their social media handles. They're going to be tagged in here at Gracious and Humble on social media. And
Empowering Touch. Empowering Touch.
Okay. So we're gonna put
Gracious and Humble is her personal.
Okay, we're gonna put it on there.
It's okay.
So we're gonna put Empowering Touch.
Yep.
And
Naturally You, the letter U Cosmetics. So Naturally letter U Cosmetics. I'm on TikTok, Google, Pinterest, IG, all that.
thank you guys. It's been a great episode.
Dope.
Let's chop it up. If you have something that you want to promote, the viewership has been phenomenal. So if you have a business you want to promote, let's talk sponsorship packages. Like I said, I'm shutting down in a couple weeks. We're gonna be doing the brand and coming back with some real live powerful information, some real live powerful people. And when I come back, it's gonna be bingo season, y'all. So you know I'm a season ticket holder. I might do some giveaways or something. You know, something. We gonna see. Thank y'all.
Thank
for another
you.
episode.
Thank you.
Peace.
Ooh, that was good.
That was really
That was
good.
lit.